Welcome back. We are so excited to have you join us today on our solar electric trailer journey. We have some exciting news that we'll share with you today. We actually had the hitch put onto our car. But let's recap for a second. We do have 3 electric trucks reserved. One is the Tesla Cybertruck. The other one is the Rivian truck. And the last one is the Chevrolet Silverado. Now, we're not going to buy all 3. That would not, a little too much for us drivers. But we'll just take the first one that comes. And right now, it's looking like not one will show up until next summer of 2023, but even might be more likely Christmas of 2023. But we are getting anxious. We want to get started on our solar electric trailer journey. So we're talking about having the hitch added to the car today.
Yeah. So this week we had the bolt put on, the hitch put on the Bolt. Now, of course, we did a whole episode about what we think the Bolt can tow, because it's not rated to tow anything by Chevy. General Motors doesn't give a number for what it can tow, and on the newer ones it says don't tow anything. But there are a lot of folks who do tow stuff with their Chevy Bolts. Not a high percentage of Bolt owners, but a big number of us. And so we've been trying to figure out what can we safely tow. And you can go back to that prior episode to see our whole analysis. But we basically concluded we think we could go up to 1,600 pounds safely. We'll try to stay under that significantly, but that's what we concluded that we could do.
The folks that were authorized to install the Eco Hitch that we chose are in Ocala, Florida, and they're about 100 miles away. We had made the appointment weeks in advance. We prepaid for the parts. So we had a 10 o'clock appointment, and it's about a 2-hour drive from Jacksonville, so we left at 8 a.m., and we got there right on time.
Yep. The team there at the Electrified Garage, which specializes in work on electric vehicles, allowed us to record some of that. And so we're playing some of that time-lapse video of the install on here. Sadly, the video they didn't allow us to complete the video. The shop got too busy and they took the camera down, but it was up there for a couple of hours of the work, and so you'll be able to see some of what they did, and we find that interesting. Of course, if you're listening to the podcast, forgive us. We encourage you to maybe consider stepping over to look at the YouTube video this week so you can see that time lapse. It's kind of interesting to see that. I did think about doing this install myself. I found a YouTube video of showing someone installing this very hitch on their Chevy Bolt, and it just I felt a little intimidated, and that guy wasn't planning to tow anything. That's common, right? A lot of people that install these hitches on small cars do it so they can put a bike rack or something else on the car attached to a hitch, rather than a rooftop rack. But I wanted the trailer to tow, so we needed all the electronics done as well. Yeah. It just seemed too much for me, so I didn't opt to try that myself. We hired it done.
We had that done. We're glad we did.
Okay, just a quick minute to show you the hitch. We've got the hitch here. It goes right through. They cut a hole in the actual bumper, which is kind of nice so that it's a little bit more discreet. And it's designed to be fairly lightweight itself. It's only about 40 or 50 pounds of additional material on the car. And then we've got the whole wiring here, which is really important for us as with the trailer intended to tow. We actually need the wiring because we're not just carrying gear. So it's all there, and we're ready to go.
So next week we plan to practice a tow with the hitch, and so make sure you tune in next week to see how that all goes.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Bye.